On March 23, 2012, NASA Mission Control informed the crew of the International Space Station, ISS, via radio that numerous micrometeorites were going to hit the ISS in 6 minutes.
10,
this
9,
radio message
8,
caused panic
7,
throughout the station.
6,
The astronauts
5, we have to go from ready to start, 2, 1, 0, booster ignition, and liftoff of Shuttle Endeavour with NASA's final space station crew compartment that brings a bay window view to our celestial backyard.
How is the massive ISS, which weighs as much as 380 vehicles without fuel, able to change its direction? How is this maneuver accomplished from unmanned space?
This is Mission Control
And how is
Houston. Endeavour's
contact
roll
maintained
maneuver is
with the
complete.
ISS
It's now
when
in
it is
heads
on
down
the other
position
side?
on track for its flight to the
Once
International
again,
Space Station.
In Yom's videos, the flattered spectators were seen preparing it at a cost of $50 billion, or 375 billion rupees.
The ISS is a home for humans in space, unmatched in history. Hundreds of high-tech parts have been used to build it. It has 16 pressurized modules, which include separate living and sleeping quarters, an observation deck, and 6 science labs, all connected through airtight tunnels. Additionally, many spots in the ISS are still vacant, some for parking extra capsules and others for lifeboards that are permanently docked. These lifeboards can safely return astronauts to Earth in an emergency. The International Space Station is the largest space station ever built, comparable in size to a football field. Although it is 400 kilometers above the ground, it can still be seen from Earth with binoculars or estimated in size using real-time binoculars. If you compare it to a life object, the ISS is as spread out as the base of the Burj Khalifa. The total weight of the ISS is 460,000 kilograms, equivalent to 380 cars or 25 passenger buses.
But how did such a heavy and large ISS get into space? The ISS started with just 2 modules connected to each other in space. One module was made by America and the other by Russia. In 1992, after the breakup of the Soviet Union, America and Russia collaborated and decided to create an international space station. First, Russia sent a module named Zarya into space, followed by America's Unity module. Flying at a speed of 27,000 kmph, Unity followed Zarya on November 20, 1998. At 6:40 a.m. on May 10, 2017, these 2 modules connected 400 kilometers above the Earth, giving birth to the International Space Station. Since then, engineers worldwide have built their own modules and sent them into space to be connected to the ISS. Today, besides the US and Russia, European and Japanese modules are also part of the International Space Station. From 2000 to today, not a single day in the last 24 years has the ISS been empty. Astronauts from various countries are always present.
The ISS provides all necessary facilities for astronauts, with oxygen being the most important. A human can survive without food for 3 weeks, without water for 3 days, and without oxygen for only 3 minutes. 400 kilometers above the Earth, there is neither atmosphere nor oxygen to breathe. The biggest challenge for the ISS is to provide fresh oxygen to the astronauts. An average human needs 15,000 liters or 22 kilograms of oxygen per day. For the 9 astronauts living in the ISS, providing about 200 kilograms of oxygen per day is a significant challenge. The astronauts have several days of oxygen supply in tanks to ensure survival if the system fails until rockets arrive from Earth. Today, technology allows oxygen supply to be sent from Earth to the ISS in just 6 hours, but only if the rocket launch is successful. This method is costly, with a cargo rocket trip from Earth to the ISS costing $200 million or 50 crore rupees, using rockets repeatedly to fulfill the daily demand of 200 kilograms.
The ISS has a small machine that produces oxygen using only water. When electricity is passed through water, it breaks into hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen gas accumulates on the positive electrode, and oxygen gas accumulates on the negative electrode. On Earth, these bubbles separate from the water because gas is lighter than water. However, in space, where there is no gravity, the weight of gas is the same as that of water. To separate oxygen gas from water in space, the machine is rotated in a circular motion, producing centrifugal force, which helps in the separation process.